I don't even know what to say no more. I've done this video like 3 times, and I never talked with it. I was like, I don't know how pregnant women eat. I'm not showing you nothing. You can't see nothing. And I've been practicing since getting raspier, across more truer.
In terms to what extremes? My mom.
I'm sorry, and don't worry, I got my brush too.
Time for yourself. I mean, you always got the truth. You can talk, except my fingernails. I usually do them a little better. My hands are just... Hi, it's me. It's Jessica. Welcome to another one of my videos. Yes, can you believe it? I got it cut off. I know. Kind of regret it, actually. I really didn't want to cut it off. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, it was, you know, kind of rugged looking. I mean, it was getting long. But, hey, whenever the wind blew, it didn't look right in the wind. So I had to cut it off. I don't know what the hell you guys were talking about. I don't even want to know what you guys were thinking. But yes, no, I got it. I know, she cut. Oh. So, yes, I know. So now when we mess with the brush all the time, I'm teasing it. Ah. So it got cut. Now it's going to be forever to make that YouTube video where it goes all the way down and past. I got it cut off. No, I told her. She goes, well, I'll have to take off a couple inches. Because, you know, they were split ends. They were pretty bad. And I'm like, okay, just go ahead. Go ahead and do them. And then she messed it up. And then her supervisor had it because it was layered. She did the layered look. It did all right. I kind of... Well, and I could still tie it back when I'm at work, you know, so, and it just barely, it wants to, I know, gosh. But the only difference between a good haircut and a bad haircut, and I'll tell you this, is actually 2 weeks, yes, or in my case, 2 months, because that's about how long it's going to be. It grows about an inch a month. So yes, my name is Jessica, and today is actually March 12th, 2013, and wow, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, but really it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. We just went this hour thingamajiggy, and it's like, what the hell? I just want my hour back. So it's early. So hi, how's it going? Wow, a lot has happened. Other than a haircut, which I did, and of course I redid my nails, but I gotta redo them again. Work, my gosh, where to start updating? Work is been work. I actually, as you guys know, if you've been following my videos, I've been actually looking for another job, you know, because of my last write-up. And, you know, I deserved the write-up. I wrecked a truck. I mean, I fell out of a truck another time. I spilled some oil on the ground another time. They gave me a 3-day suspension, said one more time and you're fired. I'm like, you know what? I don't take threats very good. So whether or not I deserved the 3 days is, you know, but anyway, so... I went ahead, during my 3 days, I filled out one application, one place, and I talked with a bunch of other people, and this past 3-day weekend, I actually went, after I made the last video of my questions and answers, and my one piece of advice, yes, it's been crazy hectic, but in a good way, and, you know, never compare your journey you know, with somebody else's, because your journey is your journey. Just like my journey is my journey. It's not a competition. It's not a race. It's not. So that's one reason why I gave the advice. I know I had to look up my notes. But anyway, so I filled out another application for another place, and I think they might have actually started going, and because you know they check with your past employers and you know see what kind of a person you are. And needless to say, I came back to work after my weekend, and a couple days went by, and next thing you know, my supervisor didn't give me a reason, but it's like, oh, Jessica, by the way, your 6-month raise, it just kicked in a month early. I'm like, oh, really now? So I got a raise. Yes, which is good. Which is actually good. I know my hair is not trained right. I tried to highlight it a little bit, and I know you won't be able to see it in this video because it's too dark in here. But I do have some red strands. I wanted to do the red tips towards the end, you know, where the ends are at, you know, like here and here, and layer it down. It'll look good. It'll grow out. And it's a lot better in the wind, obviously. Looking like Cousin It on the Addams Family. It still does that, but I'm not getting bangs. I don't think I could pull bangs off, especially not for my age group. Some people can pull them off. I can't. I can't. Maybe I can. I'm just not going to risk it. And you look around, and going back to haircuts, I know I'll get back to my job. I bounce around all the time. Come on. I was looking at haircuts, and it's like, gosh darn it. You know, the old ladies walking around, you know, grandmas and everything else, they got some short damn hairstyles. And I'm not making fun of them. I'm like, you know, I'm going to be old one day. Be like, dang. I mean, they're getting bobs, they're getting beebs and boobs, or, you know what I'm saying. They're just getting short haircuts. And it's like, dang. No, I ain't gonna. I don't know. I'll think about FFS, because obviously one day I am going to get old, and I am going to be in a retirement home probably. Or just be some mad woman living, woman living up on the mountain somewhere, just in my trailer park or something. I don't know. But yeah, for now, it's got to grow out. I cried when she goofed it up and had to fix it. I'm like, oh no. So as you could tell, what is that? That's about how long it was before. Hell. So now it's like 3-4 inches shorter than what it was. It's but this does look alright. So I'm happy with the hairstyle, just a little too short. But anyway, back to work. They gave me the raise a month early, and I was like, really now? I just got suspended. I just got yelled at. Okay? I got my 3-day suspension 2 weeks ago, and now you're giving me my raise? What? I think what happened, there's a couple things that are going on with work. One is they're getting ready. And one of my frustrations with this job is I'm getting paid by the load. For the last couple of months now, they've actually been talking about transferring us over to being paid by the hour. What that is per hour, we don't know yet. They're also talking about changing our days off, which is... So, one reason could be they just wanted to get, it was 5 months. It's a 6-month raise, but maybe they're getting ready to do it sooner, and they just want to meet up there with everybody else's level. Because once you get your 6-month raise, that's it. You're paid like everybody else. So, that could be one reason. Reason number 2 is, maybe that other job or a couple jobs, or they found out I was looking, and they said, you know what? we can't afford to train somebody else. Let's just keep her here. We'll go ahead and, we'll give her raise now to keep her here. That's the one I like to think happened. I think they found out I was looking, and in all honesty, I was starting to get a little bit frustrated just by the looking again. I mean, obviously, I got a bad work history, and I've described this in my other videos, like 12B and 12C. When I was going through both of these jobs, it's like, I got a bad work history. I've been fired from one job. I don't stay at one place too long. And, if you were hiring somebody, it doesn't matter what they are. I'm sorry. They're going to, if you can't stay at one place very long, they're not going to hire you. Okay? So, but sometimes the truth hurts. So, yeah. I got to stick it out with this place. And that's what I've decided. Which is all good. I mean, now that they paid me this raise and given me that, I'm hoping by the hour, I'm hoping they put me up to at least 21, 22 bucks an hour. I don't know yet. But right now, that's about what I'm making. I'm making about 21, 22. With the overtime, probably around 23. Altogether for the whole week, on average. Now that I've got the raise in, so. But it's truck driving. It's hard work trying to show these guys how to drive a dang truck. I'm telling you, there's a lot more than just blowing the horn. And believe me, some trucks are like this, and some are up here in the front. They're like, what the hell? Where did they hide that gosh darn air horn? So yes, I think I gotta toughen it out. And if I could manage to stay here a full year, it's going to help me for when I really do cut it off. Okay, and we're not talking about my haircut. Obviously, there's a game plan and this company does have a medical leave act. So, even though they might not support it, I don't know yet. I got to talk to HR about this. That's going to be a whole nother shebang, which if I'm here in the fall, I will try. I'll make videos about that in the fall. Because that's going to be a whole nother because I don't know who knows what knows and whatever. Obviously, having a female truck driver in some companies, it does help. It helps their equal opportunity, and they know it. And so they try to keep a couple of drivers or a couple of ladies on. But a lot of companies, they don't have to. They can always say, you know what, we got a receptionist right there. But whether that be right or wrong, that's the way they do it. They didn't hire me for being trans. I'm not trans to them. I'm not. I'm Jessica. I'm female. My license says female. Yet unfortunately, there's going to be that little thing that's going to be tattooed inside our brain. You are trans. You are trans. You are trans. We ain't ever going to get rid of that. It's always going to be there. Now, whether or not we can stop comparing ourselves to cisgendered, I think we can do that. And that's what I've started doing in my transition. And with work, it's like, I'm cisgendered at work. I'm female. I'm a tall Amazon, half Amazon, half Norwegian. Amazon woman, truck driver, hell, So, yes. But I was getting frustrated because when they do the background checks, of course, Mike keeps popping up on these background checks. And I don't even know who Mike is no more. A long lost cousin? I don't know. That's what's neat about living 24/7. You just, and smiling so much. It's not even looking back. I do got to fix my GED, and I keep on putting it off. I got to do that today. Where is it? I got to get a money order. Remind me when I go to the store to get a money order so I can get my GED switched over to my name. But no matter what, when they do a background check and they do the work history, you know what? Your old name's going to come up. My old name comes up. Kind of makes me wonder what happened here at this company, except I do know for a fact, at least on the GED part, but the company I work for now, they actually hired or outsourced another company to do the background check. So when I was able to explain to the other company that was outsourced that, hey, guess what? You can't find my GED. Yeah, because they called me and they're like, we can't find your GED, Jessica. Jessica, where is your GED? They're like, oh yeah, by the way, it's under Mike. They're like, okay. And then of course they're like, oh, how do you want us to put that on there? And it was like, we'll just go ahead and put M. dot, last name. So that's what they did. So it could have been Martha, it could have been whatever. So I've overcome some hurdles with work and looking for a new job. If I don't need to challenge myself for it, obviously I'm not gonna. Obviously, if this job does go by the hour and they start paying me 17, 18 bucks an hour, I'm gonna look for another job. I mean, there's gonna come a time I'm not gonna retire at this place. I don't believe so. And when you're in a blue collar setting, you're gonna bounce around a little bit too. It's office settings and stuff like that. You might stay for a few years. That's kind of different. So than the blue collar. I don't know. At least with my luck, I'm gonna be moving on after this company. I don't know if it's gonna. A lot of it's gonna depend on what happens when I tell them in the fall. And guess what? March and April, or February, March, and April. Sometime in those months, 2014, I need to take off. Something's gonna, I need to be put on light duty. I need to, I won't be able to walk up and down those steps. So, but at least now I'm making up enough. And I am talking to some doctors. Like I said, it looks like it's going to be Thailand. Just because of the expenses and just because of I need time off afterwards. I need to, if I could save up like $4,000, just save away, or at least $3,000, because I get like $1,000 in my tax return. So if I get $1,000 in my tax return plus $3,000 saved up after all my other expenses, going to Thailand, getting the surgery, and everything else, boom. And I don't know what the exact total is now. I need to update you folks on it. But right now, after this year's, all my income taxes, my refund is going into my GRS, SRS fund. And at the end of March, let's just say at the end of March, I am over $8,000 saved. So I'm over halfway there. With only a few more months saved up. The rest of the year, and then have it the end of this year or next. So I'm taking the steps. To getting it cut off. For real. Not just the hair. Oh. That's going to be a day. I don't know. If I just make a video and just smile over it, I probably won't even say a word. I'd just smile and be like, what the hell? Jessica's smiling. What the hell is she smiling? Oh, I know why she's smiling. So, yeah. I know I got to, because all week long I tie my hair back, so I don't really get time to train my hair. And then when I'm on weekends, of course I don't tie it down. When I go to work on my weekends, people are like, oh, Jess, ooh. Because they're all used to seeing me with with my hair all tied back. So, yes, for now at least, I'm putting my work issues aside. I need to do that just for myself, and the raise kicked in. But obviously, there's an oil field here, there's an oil field there, there's an oil field everywhere an oil field. All that McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. I got this trailer. I just pick it up, move it, and I can easily go back to work and, you know, anywhere and make some money if need be. But if I do not need to put me through those loops, through those, you know, hurdles, so to speak, then I don't need to. I don't need to stress over it. Right now, I literally got a good thing. And I know that. I realize that. I can tell that by the amount I'm smiling. I got a good thing. So, anyway, so work did that. Oh, my blood tests. I did get those back, my results. The fax copy didn't come over too well, but they did come in. And I talked to the doctor, and the doctor's like, you know what? You're cool. You're golden. And because my estrogen, they didn't measure my testosterone this time, but come on, it was only like 8 the time 6 months ago. So why did they need to? But my estrogen did jump up even a little bit more, and I fasted this time. So, you know what? That's one thing bad about these pills. I mean, when you take these blue little nice little pills, which you can't see because my hands are too big, they disappear in your bloodstream quicker. Okay, that's why a lot of women, they prefer the shots in their butt or wherever they do their shots. It's because the estrogen, it's a different form of estrogen, and it lasts a little bit longer. Okay, so they don't have to do it every single day like with these pills. And like I said, it is a different form of estrogen. My doctor tried explaining it to me once. I'm sure a lot of you know more than I do what the different kinds of tests are. And I know on my test, one company will do one sort of test, the other company will do another sort of test. So that's why on my last one I had like 2,000 something, and it was, well, number one, I didn't fast. Number two, it was a different kind of test. So this one's with the Roche ECLIA methodology, or it's blurred out so I can't read it on this one, but it's at 92.5 H PGML. They put that H at the end of it. So it's over double what the acceptable limits are for a male, and I wish they would stop putting the male up there. I hate that. But everything else looked good. My sugars, my potassium levels look really good. They're right in the normal. I mean, I'm golden. I want a banana split. I mean, I probably can't have one today because I had potatoes. My progesterone seems a little low, but my doctor said I look golden. I just keep up what I'm doing. Next time they're going to do a cholesterol test. I'm like, what? A cholesterol test? You know you're going to make me not eat my eggs, not make, what the hell are they going to do? My cholesterol, I know it's high. I don't want a cholesterol test. Hell. Oh, man. They're just trying to kill me. As long as my liver working. I mean, because that's our most danger, is our liver. You know, when we start taking these pills. Which, obviously, by my tests, they are. But yeah, I fasted, so, what was it, 20, it was 26 hours. I haven't had a blue pill, and my estrogen level was still that high, so that's pretty good. And I told her that, and, yeah, everything else is, I hope I'm not getting sick. I don't want to get sick. So anyway, that is golden. The other thing that is golden that comes to my medication, inside my medication, because I do these weekly dividers, which I just find it nice, easy, and lazy just to open up whatever, and then remember, oh yeah, I already took this morning's, okay. These things are just the golden. But one thing less that I've been putting in here is the blood pressure medicine. I've been The doctor said, you know what, that's your call. You got a blood pressure machine, take it. But if it starts jumping up, retake your medicine. It's been 3 weeks now that I have not taken my blood pressure medicine, and my blood pressure is still down. Now, of course, if you do your studies, the spironolactone, which is the big, yeah, they taste nasty. They are a form of blood pressure medicine too. So, yeah. What else has been going on? Because not much has been going on. My life's been pretty boring the last week. I got to see my therapist. I think I told you that last video when I was in Dallas. She helped me out a lot. The work's been going good. Now it's sort of chilled out. I think that the one guy that we don't get along together, I think he got a talking to. So, like, ease up on her a little bit. You know, she's female. She's, you know, and I'm not there to compete with them. I just go in there, get my job done, and go home. And I'm getting away with a little bit of murder, but, you know. So, everything is good. Everything. Now I gotta go get my oil changed in my truck. Tomorrow I gotta go help a neighbor, not a neighbor, a coworker, move their trailer because they don't have a pick 'em up truck, and I do. So, but I already told him. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna drive the thing. You're gonna roll it up, jack it up, do whatever. I'm just gonna be lazy. And then he goes, he's a small little guy, he's kind of funny, he's cool. He's like, well, if there's too much work, I'll just hire somebody, because I'm too small to be doing this stuff, too short. So he made that joke. Yeah. So, all in all, things are going good. Really, it's not no social life. Oil field sort of drains that. I mean, the long hours, the work. I don't go out to bars and get in trouble. I don't. I do that when I go to Dallas, but there's a bunch of girls out there and a bunch of friends, and I go out there. But here locally, I don't do it. There's a casino down here. I'm not a slot machine whore. I don't sit here at the slot machine with my paycheck, you know. A lot of girls, they do. They take their whole, and it drives me crazy, and you know, you've heard of these people. They take their whole state income check, whatever, their unemployment, their whatever, and they'll take their whole damn check and they'll gamble that thing. And then they'll lose it all, and they'll go take their food stamps and go to the store. Welcome to U.S. Economics 101, I guess. So I'm making things happen. I'm still looking about a year down the road, which means I am putting the hammer down, the foot down, really. I got to start getting some consultations with the doctors, picking out doctors, and utilizing the job I got. So, bread clip. Oh, and I got to get my blood test, too. I got blood test results I got to call and get. Having a difficulty getting these. So anyway, it's all good. It's all golden. Other than the fact that my hair got cut, and it's why, Jessica? Why? Well, you got to be true. You got to be yourself. And with those two things right there, you can take on the world. So, until next one.